All right, guys, what is happening? The Sacramento Kings light the beam on the Golden State Warriors tonight. Final score from Sacramento, from the Golden One Center, 124 to 118. Devin Carter gave it to the Golden State Warriors, gave it to Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Pods, Melton, Zingis, Horford, um, that scrub great Gary Payton Jr., Santos, and whoever the Warriors water boy, the bench, Steve Kerr. You can go on and on and on and on. Yes, Devin Carter had a career night for Devin Carter. Let's start off with the numbers with Devin Carter. 35 minutes tonight. He had a career high, 29 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Devin Carter was a plus 16 tonight. Obviously, a career generational game by Devin Carter. And that's no knock on Devin Carter. Really great to see Devin Carter go at Steph, go at these Warriors tonight. And he was the best player on the court tonight. Precious Chua in 25 minutes, he had 5 points, 6 boards, 4 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Daquan Plowden, 37 minutes of work tonight. He had 20 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. I really think Daquan Plowden has a future in the NBA, and he has a future for the Kings next season and beyond. I really do view him as a valuable, serviceable back piece off the bench for the Kings behind Keegan Murray and DeAndre Hunter next season. I hope the Kings are smart enough to figure that out because we've seen consistency without those two guys, being out for the year with injuries. And Plowden should be a plug and play guy for Doug Christie in the Sacramento Kings next season. Max, in 39 minutes, he had 23 points, 9 boards, 4 assists, 1 steal. Neat Clifford in 38 minutes, strong game for Neat Clifford, man. Back-to-back games now where he's had strong games. 20 points, 6 boards, 6 assists. Really, really finishing the season strong as Neat Clifford, and gets me excited for what's ahead for these young Kings. McDermott off the bench tonight, 14 minutes, he had 3 points, 1 board, 1 assist. Dylan Carwell in 24 minutes, he had 7 points, 7 boards, 1 assist, 2 steals, 2 blocks. I'm laughing because guy's just a dog, man. He's barking at Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors bench, only to get barked back at. But hey, man, that's what dogs are for. That's what dogs are gonna do. I love the energy and passion of Dylan Carwell, man. Love it a lot. He's a keeper, man. Killian Hayes in 19 minutes tonight. He had 6 points, 1 board, 2 assists, 1 steal. And Malik Monk played 10 minutes tonight. Had 11 points in 10 minutes, 1 rebound. But Doug Christie pulled him because I guess he was just eating and cooking up the Golden State Warriors. So, biggest takeaway from tonight, really impressed and really, really blown away with how the Kings youth ended this game, and they finished this game strong. Devin Carter, Plowden, Neek, and Max. Those four really, really played really well tonight. Even Dylan Carwell. This is valuable minutes for these guys because next season and beyond, they are supposedly projected to be better. Development's going to be key this offseason for the Sacramento Kings. And for these players in particular, I really, really hope that the Kings don't screw up any development when it comes to these players. Our youth it's not all doom and gloomy, guys. You add this upcoming lottery pick in this upcoming draft this summer in 2 months, alongside Whitney, Clifford, Max, Renaud, Devin Carter, and Dylan Cardwell, Daquan Plowden as well. I haven't even mentioned DeAndre Hunter and Keegan Murray. It's not all doom and gloomy. And I didn't mention Sabonis, Levine, and DeRozan and Westbrook because they are the veterans. I'm just focusing on the Kings' youth in particular. And I still view Keegan Murray as a young player because we gave him a 5-year, $140 million contract extension, which will kick in next season. And DeAndre Hunter is still pretty young as well. He's entering his prime of his career. So Devin Carter I mentioned because he's the only point guard on the Sacramento Kings under contract for next season. And DeAndre Hunter is under contract for the Sacramento Kings next season as well. So, yes, mention the youth. I want to mention those two guys because they are a part of the youth and the team and the foundation moving forward. I know DeAndre Hunter's probably 28, but still young enough. He's still young. He's still got a plenty of thread on those tires, man. He's just entering his prime of his career. So I do view him as part of the future and the team moving forward. Development-wise, it's going to be big and key for the Kings this offseason. I know people might be on the fence of not having faith in these type of players, but I will say that I was a little hesitant at first, but now the more I'm seeing them and how they finished this season and how they've played the last month of the season, I'm confident to say that I think that they can get somewhere. They have some nice pieces, but a lot of it's going to depend on this upcoming draft pick. Supposedly, this upcoming draft pick should be your main franchise piece, your main franchise player, and then you have the support system around that franchise piece, and that will set the tone for the offseason and what you approach and what you build moving forward. My point of this is saying that it is not all doom and glooming, guys. I know this season carried over the doom and gloom because of the inability of to not win games. I get it. Doug Christie has flaws. I get it. This was his first year as a head coach, and it wasn't a good one. And I get that people might be questioning or concerned about the development moving forward, but my point is, it's not all doom and gloomy. The Kings might have a new coach next season. Who knows? Or they might have Doug Christie moving forward with them. That will yet to remain to be seen. But what I'm saying is, regardless of whatever happens with Doug, it's not all doom and gloomy. I think that you got to give this regime and Scott Perry a chance, if anything, to hand over this roster and develop it the right, proper way. And I think there's a very good chance that they can do that. And they just got to work on sustaining it. Plant the seeds and then let it grow. Let them grow. So, this youth is exciting. I mean, next year and beyond. I know next year is months away. Next season, this youth can win more games next season. I mean, this team they can win about 30 plus games next year, man. I know they're at 22 wins with tonight's win, but I can really see this team winning 30 plus games next year. And if they get a franchise altering player in the draft in June, that might just ascend them, into a 30 plus win team season next year. So, we've seen it as crazy as this season has been and how terrible they've been this year. For most of the season, they've been the worst team, and now they're the fifth worst team. Shout out to Utah Jazz for winning tonight. I know my tankers are not happy about the Jazz winning and the Kings winning as well, because technically, if the Kings would have lost, they would have had better odds than the Utah Jazz. But it is what it is, man. At this point, that doesn't matter. I mean, there's one game left. That doesn't matter. We're set with the fifth best odds. Fifth best worst odds. I'll put it that way. It is what it is, man. So, with that being said, final game, man. Final game of this season is Sunday against the Portland Trailblazers. That will be a road game in Portland. The beam is lit. The weather is terrible out there. Please stay safe. Please stay healthy. It's supposed to be pretty bad this weekend as well, weather-wise. So please have a great, safe weekend. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this game tonight. I didn't really care if they would have won or lost. I'm glad they won. It was really cool to see the youth play really good tonight. And Devin Carter had a career game, man. It was really good. And, shout out to Devin Carter. I know I was joking about Devin Carter having a career night against Steph and the Dubs earlier starting this video out. But, no, for his confidence and for his well-being, happy for Devin Carter, man. You want to see Devin Carter and your youth play well and have career nights. So, hopefully this can carry momentum for him moving forward, and hopefully he will have a spot moving forward on the Kings, man, because the Kings shouldn't dump Devin Carter for nothing. So, with that being said, I greatly appreciate you guys tuning in, man. Thank you for rocking it out with me this season, man. I wasn't able to go to the game tonight, but I've seen your guys' pictures and everything on social media. Really cool stuff. I hope you guys had a great night, a great time there. And I'm glad you guys got to see the beam lit and the Kings win tonight. So with that being said, greatly appreciate you guys tuning in, man. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. Have yourself a great night. Have yourself a great weekend. Take care. God bless. Keep pushing forward. I will catch you guys in Sunday's video. Peace.